What's good, man? It's OG Drip, man. This channel where we talk about the spiritual truth and how to utilize energy on a day-to-day basis, man. And today, man, we got to just tell you like this, dog. See the difference between what these Masons and everyone want them to go through? Because I be seeing little posts and little comments and stuff where people, like, seem like, where they kind of get it lost and they kind of feel like, due to them going to like a woke process, that they should let go a lot of things and they don't really know what their responsibilities is and stuff like that. Listen. Everyone is different. That's why, although like how I'm doing right now, although we could get up here and help people remember who they are, at the end of the day, bro, you can't follow each other because everyone got a different way to breaking down things, right? So everybody know, not only do you have like, we already limited, right? Whereas barely of us know exactly what we're talking about, and that's gonna get deep. Because when I look at a lot of astrologers, they don't want to talk about the earth. They don't want to talk about the nastiness of your zodiac. You know what I'm saying? They just want you to like basically appreciate yourself. And they don't tell you how, not only that, but to tell you how to actually play it out and live it in actual real life instead of just using a whole bunch of words, right? So when it comes down to people like me, bro, I know why I was meant here. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. When you start realizing who you are, you'll know exactly where you meant to be and who you meant for. Now, that's just to show you that we already know that everyone naturally is not going to agree with each other. So we still sticking to that if you look at it, right? Where we letting the people that want to, that can learn or not even learn, just remember things to us. Where by me being, let's say me being in the streets, right? I still stay in the projects or whatever, you know what I'm saying? By me being through the projects, and even when I say, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, right? For instance, if they grew up with a certain way they was raised, and when they hear this, they already done put in their mind that a person sound like that, it lacks education. Therefore, they already gained the mind of how they're going to look at you, no matter how you present yourself. You know what I mean? So those ones might not be for me. You know what I'm saying? I might not be for them, is what I'm trying to say, right? The message might not come through me for them. Where I might be able to talk to someone that's half and half. Someone that done been through this, but they got taken out at a young age. But at the same time, they know what the heart of the streets represent, right? They know how it feels, you know what I'm saying? And I know they talk about this culture thing, so just to wrap your fingers around that, right? Just saying what it's like to be raised going through poverty, right? So some people know what that is, right? And when you look at it, you'll be like, damn, so if you so spiritual, this is what some people do, right? If you so spiritual, then why you got to go through all that? Or why you had to go through all that? See, and they don't understand. That's where they prejudge and they start messing up things, right? Because when it's time for us to be able to relate a message to each other, we all is chosen for a certain position, right? A certain, you know how they say everybody got their role and they got to play it? They do. But the roles that these Masons is giving people is the roles that they think that they're meant out to play. So when it's people like me coming and helping you remind you who you are, and we talking this real spiritual stuff, and then you can start being able to get messages of your own and you don't necessarily need no one. And the thing about that is also it get deep, because if you following someone, you're never going to really get to that space where you're able to grasp for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand that, bro. And it can be broken down into different ways. And how I see it is like, shoot, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in the streets, right? So to all my street niggas, it's like just saying, hey, you don't want to be following that man's footsteps. You want to try to do better than him. Or just like how you said as a dad, you don't want your kids following your footsteps. You want them to be better. So in that case, it's not even necessarily the sense of being better. But for you, your life opportunity is different. That's why that you like that. You know what I'm saying? It's about you. So when it comes down to that, we're talking about how your life is going to be for you to play out. The positions and parts you're supposed to be playing, but you can't play that if you're not able to access the spiritual realm for you. That's the only place you're going to be able to get the details for the information that you need to do to your life. So that's without using astrology. That's without using studies. And a lot of people don't understand that because they're always trying to find a study behind something. They're always trying to grasp it towards, oh, this is where you have to get it from. Oh, this had to be pre-experienced first. And it's not like that. It's supposed to be a pre-experience first, but it's talking about eons before now. So we are those same people that was back then trying to help and teach people, bro. And the people that's getting attracted to this stuff and able to take in the things that we talk about is the ones that's just like us. But you're going to have a different group that you attract, is what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, you see that it's teamwork make dream work. You see how I could be over here doing my part, reaching to the hood, the ghetto mentalities, the gang banging mentalities. Everybody that's like that, I can help them lose that mind, but keep that same type of fight and that same type of will to be able to still hold on without losing themselves, without them wrecking out like, oh, there's no God, bump this, going crazy without a gun, or being like, oh, bump that, there's no God, I give up on life, bump this, I ain't doing it, you know, and to help them keep the peace of mind that they need, which is their own mind, bro. So at the end of the day, help people develop their own mind from the streets. That is like my specialty, you know what I'm saying? So where some people might look at me and be like, man, this man ignorant as hell, you guys will be able to see it within me to be like, yo, this man, he just talk different. It's coming from a different way. It's from the South. We might be from this in the area, especially from a northern area. We call things different. We shorten our words here. We don't fully say the whole thing. We don't feel like getting deep into details that's already explains what's, you know what I'm saying? Like what's said don't need to be explained. Like what's done don't need to be explained, especially we both can see it. But y'all know what I mean, man. So when it comes down to this, it just shocked me to see that a lot of people is hopping on this trend, right? I seen a couple of big Twitch people, they was up there trying to talk. I'm thinking I'm finna zoom into some real spirituality, but I see that they're in that mental spaces where like they having a battle with conscience, and they're coming up with all type of different answers, but they all is kind of missing each other. See, and that's the difference between when you all spiritual. I'm gonna go to the spirit realm and go get something, and you might go click on another person that's actually spiritual. It might sound like we talking about the same exact junk, bro. We going to the same realm. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're coming back with different information. It's not like what people make it seem like. You could be in this world and leave. Y'all don't remember talking about the Saturn and Sagittarius type energy. See, I explain things like that to people because at the end of the day, this lets you know not only where the energy is coming from, where it's going, how it arrived, which is what really makes you spiritual, when you're telling something how it even got there from the first place, where it started from. So now, when we say spring, what's sprung? Aries, and it represents fire, spirit, sprung. Everybody got a first house. You know what I mean? It's that type of stuff. You see how all of those breakdowns is together? So if I'm telling this story, I can still keep on to that one. I don't have to switch everything I'm doing. And that is what the minds do. So it makes people confused in the mind where they